Hey guys, welcome back to Nordly Stitchy Corner. Tonight I want to make a quick video to show my haul, starring the main feature, my new Lowry stand. So a few weeks ago, I decided to sell off some of my yarn. I haven't been knitting very much in the last 2 or 3 years, and it was taking up a lot of space, and there was a lot of yarn in there that I haven't used. Purchased years ago and never used. So I listed on Ravelry, and my D-stash went pretty well, and money was sitting in my PayPal account. So I decided to treat myself and actually reward myself for finishing the 3rd year of my schooling. So I don't know if you've noticed, but my rewards for school have gotten bigger and bigger over the year. Last year it was the Gecko Rouge kit, the octopus cross stitch piece, which I thought about for weeks actually, and then this year it jumped to the Lowry stand. God knows what I'm gonna get for when I graduate next year. But so I decided to buy it from so and so because they did have a small sale, and even with shipping, the exchange rate, and a $30 duty that I had to pay on top of it, it was still cheaper than buying it from my local needlework store, or to buy it from an American online store. I decided to go for the standard silver gray frame, and I got the long arm extension as well as the magnet chart holder. Everything fit really well together. It was easy to set up, although there were a few things that I didn't quite realize, like for instance the fact that the long arm extension could be you could shift it in and out. For some reason, I thought when I first started it was all the way out. I didn't realize you could shift it in even more. So that was kind of stupid on my end. But it was really easy to put together. And in case you're wondering about like ordering this through the post, I did get hit with duties in Canada. But all I had to pay was 13% on the value of the item, which wasn't that bad, plus a $10 fee. So I think the value of the item was like over 250 Canadian or something like that, whatever the exchange rate was. So 13% plus $10, it was 30 bucks. It wasn't really that bad. I also had to go to the post office to pick up the package because my concierge couldn't accept the package for me because it still had to be paid. So I was a little bit worried that the package would be A, heavy, and B, unwieldy, because it's a metal stand. I wasn't sure how it would be packaged. Well, if you're worried, don't be, because the box is really not that big. It's about maybe, let's say, the size of this section from here to here, and about this thick, and it weighs only a few pounds, maybe what, 5 pounds, 6 pounds even. So it was very easy to carry home. The other thing I want to say is, let's see, I ordered it on, I think, the March 31st. It shipped the next day, which was April 1st. And then, if you remember, that was in the Easter long weekend with Good Friday and Easter Monday. So those were 2 holidays, but I received it the Thursday after that. So it took about just a week to get to me from England to Toronto. So that was really good. I was very pleased with it. I also ordered some yarn, so I'm going to show you that. I find that the best way to set this up for me is to sit on the side over here and have the arm hang over have the Lowry stand hang over the arm of my chair. And I got the side clamp because people said online that you can use it with Q-snap as well as regular frames, and I didn't want to just limit myself to a corner clamp. When you use the side clamp this way for the Q-snap, I find it works very well. But if I try to sit in the corner over there and the stand is over here, then I need to attach the side clamp to the top of my Q-snap, and I find that's a little bit wobblier than I like. So I actually shifted my stitching spot to right over here, and then I could also just use this arm to put my tools and stick my needles in, and then I'll just use the second pillow to put my charts on and whatnot, because despite having the attachment here, I actually don't have a magnet board, so I can't use it yet, but one day I'll just pick one up from Michael's or something. Anyway, so that's my Lowry stand. I'm actually very happy with it. Before I got the stand, I used the Q-snap, and I would actually sit on the couch with my knees drawn up, and then I would balance the top of the Q-snap on my knee and then the bottom over my chest, and it wasn't that comfortable really, so it really does help a lot. I really like the Lowry stand because, as you can see, my condo is really not that big, and I find that the wooden stands that have like the 2 feet like this, they seem to take up so much floor space, and I really don't have extra floor space. So really like this one, nice and clean and modern, and I can just like easily tuck it out of the way if people visit. By the way, I'll just give you a little quick view of my couch. I don't know if you guys do this too, but basically those spots there, or no one sits on them. I just use it to store my whips and other things in progress. And really, these are the only spots that are being used, and half of the time the cat is sleeping on one of them, especially on the cushion that contains my paper charts. Somehow they love sleeping on paper. I don't know why they think it's more comfortable. Anyway, so I'm gonna go sit down and I'm gonna show you the other haul I have. Actually, let me just get this out of the way so I can sit over there. So remember that weekend where Michael's had that 50% off coupon? So I went to Michael's and I actually really wanted to buy some fabric. I needed 32 count white linen, and I didn't have any at home, but I couldn't find any, which right now I'm happy about, because I remember people saying on YouTube that the fabric they got, the linen they got from Michael's, they were not happy with it because it was really flimsy. So I'm glad I escaped that. And then I wanted to use my coupon for something, so I got the 8x8 Q-snap, the Michael's brand. I'm not really sure. I definitely wouldn't have purchased this at full price, but it would be nice. It's nice to have an extra one for the smaller projects. So along with my so-and-so order, I also got 4 skeins of this Gentle Art Sampler Simply Wool. Oh, my camera is really awful with macro setting. So this is a woolen floss. So it's 100% wool. You just use 1 strand on 32 count, and I'm stitching a new project with it. So I'll talk more about that when I do my whip update next weekend. So hold on to that. But that was part of my haul as well. Okay, and then at the same time at Michael's, I got some floss for some projects. So you may remember this Terrence Nolan bee collection. I got the DMCs needed to stitch the first one here, which is the Queen of Bumblebee. I kind of made a mistake with that, because when I wrote down the numbers I needed, I just quickly glanced at the back and I wrote down these numbers, not realizing that that's only the floss numbers for one of the designs, and that each one of them had their own little floss material list, and I didn't consult all of that, so that's why you see all the yellows. So it's gonna be a while before I can actually stitch this one, because it also requires a lot of Krennic and Whisper floss, which I don't have, so I'll have to do an order with 1 to 3 stitch, and I probably won't be doing that for a while. And then I also got the floss to kit up this chart. It's called Bird Study, and I can't remember who the designer is. Maybe I can try to do this. By Katie Barrick. So really nice bright colors, and I kind of really like the eggs and the different birds that go with it. And then I also got the floss to stitch this chart. It's by the Cricut Collection. It's a pretty old chart. It's called A Walk in the Woods, and look at the lettering. Oh my god, I love the letters. So it does require quite a lot of different DMC numbers. So here you go. So I think these are almost all the skeins needed. The Michaels didn't have all the colors I needed, so but most of them anyway. So really excited to start this one as well. And then the rest of the things are actually charts I got from these stash groups on Facebook. So let's go through them. Lady was selling a whole lot of Little House Needleworks. So here's one. It is the Kitty Cottage Sampler, small little project. Home of a Needleworker. I think you guys have seen this one before. Poinsettia House. I love these. I really want to stitch these in the over dies, just so that you get those variegation. This is Rose Hill Plantation. Then, oh, this is a favorite. The bookshelf, and I'm sure you've seen this before because I've seen this in other videos as well. And it says Browning, Dickinson, Alcott, Burnett, Austen, Bronte, Wilder, Sense and Sensibility, The Secret Garden, Wuthering Heights, and Little Women. So I might actually change out some of those names because I've never read The Secret Garden, and nor have I actually read Little Women, now I think about it. And I don't think, don't stone me for this, but I don't think Wuthering Heights is really that great a book. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, I really like this. I love books, so how can I pass that up? And then this one was really cute. It's called Robin Hood, and it has like all, it has Robin Hood, it has the Sheriff of Nottingham, it has Maid Marian, and then those, the Band of Merry Men. It's so cool. Yeah, I can't wait to stitch this up, and maybe I could give it away to a friend who has like a boy or something. I don't know. It's really cute. Or a girl. Equality and all that. Here's another cute one. It's the English Garden. This is from the Country Cottage Needleworks. I actually thought these were the same brand, but apparently they're different designers, so who knew? And then one of the ladies in the sampler, the stash group, was offering grab bags. So for $10, she would give you a grab bag that was worth, I think, between $20 and $25. So I decided to take my chances after someone posted what they got, and it looked really good. And I'm very happy with what I got. So I got, I think, 7 different charts, actually. It's astonishing. There are 2 big charts and I think 5 smaller ones. So, and a lot of them were actually designers that I've seen on the sampler groups, but I never really purchased anything, so I'm really happy to try them. This one is a winter skate with dye needle and thread, Brenda Gervais, and it's like a little stocking, which is so cute. It's not something I would normally pick up, but now I have it, I definitely want to try it. The other one is by Nikki's Creation. It's a fall sewing roll. Not really sure what you do with it except for maybe sticking pins in it, but yeah, very cute. There is another Nikki's Creation, I think. Oh, actually no. Okay, anyway, so here's another one from Mini Acorn Stitches, it's called, and it's by Jeanette Douglas Design. I think she's a Canadian designer. I've seen her stuff around. Very adorable, and I believe it comes with the little charms inside as well. And here's one from Primitive Betty's. It's a Wicked Notions primitive sewing book. So that's kind of really cool. I've never done these before, so it would be interesting to try to make a little sewing book out of it. And it has a cat. Come on, how can I not love it? This one is adorable. It is, again, from With Dye Needle and Thread. It's called Frady Felix, and it's actually a cross-stitch cat. It gives you the template. So it has a chart so you can stitch the letters, and then it gives you the template so you can cut out the cat and sew it together. And then it tells you how to do the embroidery for the eyes and for the face and whatnot. It's amazing. I definitely want to stitch this one. But again, it's not something I would have normally picked up, but now I have it. I think it's amazing. Here is something I would have definitely picked up in the store if I saw it. It's from Plum Street Samplers, and it's called Sea Hag. Beautiful. I wish I could zoom in better, but sorry, this is an old camera. So Um, the other one, last one, is one called Blackwork Flowers from Rosewood Manor. They're one of my favorite designers as well, and they look really nice. There's like four different, so one, two, three, yeah, no, three different flower designs, and then you can combine it together in one longer bell pull. I really like the roses, the tulip. This is a tulip one at the back, so really nice. Okay, and then here's a printout I did for Delft Tiles Afghan I found online, and I basically got this one because my sister, she got a sewing machine, and I wanted to make a biscornu for her, and she wanted to have a design like the Delft tile, so I got that. I'll put a link so you can find it yourself, and download it yourself. Other one here, so another one from Little House Needlework, Little Bluebird singing the blues, very cute again. I'm buying a lot of smaller charts nowadays just because I find that in between the bigger projects, I like making something small just so I have a finish. And I think a lot of us are doing that too, right? So here's another one by the Bay Needle Art, Early American Garden. I love their designs. They're very distinctive and they kind of follow the same style. But yeah, really like this one too. Here is Chessie and Me, and this is Chessie's house number 2. Okay, you can't really tell, but it has an adorable little cat in the house. There you go. This is a very interesting one. It reminds me of what Trish from Letitia Beckett likes to stitch. This doesn't have people in it, but it's the kind of ethnic stitching. I've never seen this one before. It's these are benjarong. I think that's what the baskets are called, and they're actually Thai, I believe. It reverts to the traditional form of hand-painted Thai porcelain dinnerware and tableware. So yeah, really beautiful stitch. I can imagine this on black. It would be stunning. Then it's a really older booklet of 18th century roof lines. I do like architecture and houses, so don't know if I ever will stitch these, but you know, it's nice to collect them. Oh, another theme I like to collect. You haven't seen this in my stash yet, but doll houses. So this is from Bright Needle Design, and I have a few patterns that are doll houses. Really, this is on my, if I ever had like a you know, to stitch list, like the bucket list for cross stitching, stitching a dollhouse would definitely be on it. I just have to figure out the perfect pattern for it. Another one, a sampler style from Sheepish Design called Sweet Bird Song. It has sheep on it. I also like patterns with sheep. Here's one that I thought was very cute, from Larila, Leaping Cat, and it's like a little tiger. I don't know, I really like the geometry of this one, and the little tiger leaping. They call it a cat, but I'm calling it a tiger. Here is one that's very zen. It's by Cross Stitch Art called Garden Cat. So it's like almost like when you have Chinese paintings with watercolors, so that's what it is. Another one by Historic Stitches, 1795 Angel Band Samplers. I love the colors and the flowers in it. They look like poppies. And then this one is a French one from Lily Soleil, Le Petit Sapin, which I guess means trees. I'm really bad at French. Very cute. And then this is the last one, Needle Mania by Marc Jardin de Rouge. You know, very similar to the Ink Circles geometric patterns, or maybe even the Glendon Place. Yeah, so that's it. That's the stack of charts I got in the last month or so. And I did place an order with Stitch and Frog. I'm getting some Weeks Dye Work and Gentle Arts Floss there. So I'm very excited for that to come in the next maybe week or two. And I think that's it. Yeah, so I do have another video coming to do a whip update and all that. So that's gonna be next week. I hope you enjoyed my haul video. If you have any questions, I'll try. If you have any questions about a specific chart, let me know and I'll give you the information. And as I said, I will add the free chart for the Delft Afghan tiles to the description as well. So I hope everyone is having a great weekend and happy stitching. Bye!